this is a different team now because they've all grown up and they've all matured on the big stage. You know, they relish it now, where before they didn't know what to expect, I think, on it. But now they're living for it. So we saw that in Atlanta. You know, when the more you can get through it, there was a lot of talk about, well, your team doesn't play well in front of big crowds. But you know, I kept thinking, the more big crowds we can have, the more routine this setting becomes, because they haven't really played in this type of setting, under this type of pressure and this type of scrutiny, where everything you do gets second guessed or gets talked about. But I knew the more that we could do it, the more routine it would become, and the easier it would get. And somewhere on the point of that wild card game, I mean, it just, like you walked in and flicked on the switch, and all of a sudden they were comfortable in it, they were basking in it, and they were successful in it. Winning, anytime you win, even if it's Little League, is special, right? But there's no glare, there's no spotlight, there's no pressure like winning here. You know, and I think that, you know, our ratings are way up nationally. I think that the nation has fallen in love with this team like Kansas City has. And you just have to learn how to deal with the ultra bright lights of playoff atmosphere. You know, Ryan Lefevre would ask me after every big game, was that a playoff atmosphere? And I'm like, well, nah, I mean, a little bit, but nah, not really. He understood after the wild card game what a playoff atmosphere was. I mean, it was night and day from any game. That game against the wild card game against Oakland was unlike any game we've played in the last 5 years. I mean, it just was to a whole new level, and not only a whole new level, a whole new 2 levels.
Well, I think when we left spring training, we all believed this could happen. So it's not unbelievable. It's amazing. It's fantastic, you know. So far, it's been a good season. Is it a great season? No, it's not a great season. These guys want to have a great season. How do you get to be a great season? You beat Oakland, or you beat Baltimore. And then when you beat Baltimore, you beat the Dodgers or the Giants or the Cardinals or the Washingtons. That makes it a great season. And that's what these guys want. They don't want to be known as good. They want to be known as great. The first playoff games, you're going to be nervous. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And our guys have seemed to be able to control their breathing, control the tension, and just go out there and play. I was never so nervous in all my life before playoff games. It was the anticipation of the game starting. Once the game started, I was fine.
So it's been a fun run for us. As a team, we're having fun with it. We're living in the moment. We're just enjoying every single moment this is bringing, or this opportunity this is bringing us. And you know, we realize that we've accomplished a lot, but you know, as a team, we still have a bigger goal in sight. And, you know, we're pretty close to it, so we're just going to keep pushing and, you know, as a team, keep working towards our main goal.